For 2020, the Dodge Challenger returns for its 13th model year since being released as a 2008 model. As I do every year for many Mopar cars, this video is going to be a full buying guide, or you can call it a lineup overview for the 2020 Challenger. So this will include pretty much every single option for every model in the lineup, such as colors and features, along with prices and photos. Hopefully this guide can help you decide on a model, or maybe you'll just find it interesting to see what's offered. And another note, this is for all American cars only, with US prices and options. This year the lineup looks mostly the same with 13 different trim levels, the same 9 as last year, and then 4 extra models which are the 50th anniversary editions, coming in either GT, RT, Scat Pack, or Scat Pack Widebody variations, and I'll talk about those a bit later on. So we begin with the V6 models, where they get the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 engine with 303 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque with an 8-speed automatic. Rear-wheel drive is standard on every model, but you can bump up to all-wheel drive just on the V6s only for $3,000. So the first model is the SXT with a base price of $28,095, the same price as 2019. Some standard features include the Uconnect 4 with a 7-inch touchscreen and Apple CarPlay, a Park View rear backup camera, and dual-zone climate control. The SXT has 6 packages offered. The black top is $1295 and adds a lot of black features like wheels, grille, badging, a spoiler, and a 3.07 rear axle ratio. The Plus package is the most expensive, and for $3195, that basically gets you a fully loaded vehicle with a better sound system, heated seats and steering wheel, Nappa leather, the 8.4-inch Uconnect system, and more. Driver convenience group is another big one with HID lights, remote start, blind spot and rear cross path detection, and more, and you can find all the detailed information on screen. There are going to be 3 wheel options on the SXT. 18 by 7.5 inch comes standard. The other 2 you can get only if you choose the packages I mentioned, including 20 by 8 inch black noise and 20 by 8 inch satin carbon. The all-wheel drives will have their own wheel versions, 19 by 7.5 inches. On the inside you can get houndstooth cloth standard, but can upgrade to Nappa leather. And as for some extra options, you can add the black top stripe for $100, compact spare tire for $495, the Uconnect with navigation for $1,095, and other features like Sirius XM, an Alpine sound system, and a power sunroof. The second model is the GT for a base price of $31,095, which is $450 more than last year. Features here include the full SRT look, including the performance hood with functional hood scoop, front splitter, and performance steering and suspension. There's also houndstooth cloth seats with performance bolsters, and a leather-wrapped performance steering wheel with paddle shifters. The GT has 7 packages to be had, all of the same as the SXT except for the performance handling group. So this one is $1,595 and adds wider wheels, black Brembo calipers and rotors, and a leather flat bottom steering wheel. Also of note is that the Brass Monkey appearance package is gone for this year on all the models. The GT gets 4 wheel choices, 20 by 8 inch satin carbon and black noise, and the 20 by 9 lights out painted wheels with the performance handling group. And the all-wheel drive wheels here are the same as the SXT. Additional features include a Challenger body side stripe, red brake calipers, 245/45 ZR20 BSW performance tires, and a Harman Kardon audio group. Now before we move any further, I do want to group 4 models together and talk about them, and those being the 50th anniversary editions. These are available for the GT, which we just went over, as well as the RT, RT Scat Pack, and RT Scat Pack Widebody, which we'll be talking about shortly. So on these 50th editions, Dodge said that they focused on details that stick to the Challenger's roots, things that have made the car what it is today. Unfortunately, there are no power improvements from the regular engines on each trim level, and as for pricing, each will cost an extra $5,000 to $6,000. These will be limited edition as Dodge is building just 70 of each model per color offered. A new color being introduced is Gold Rush, which is only available on these 50th anniversary editions. Gold Rush joins 6 other high-impact paint colors on these special editions, but we will cover all of the paint colors later on in the video. For each of these 7 colors, there will be 70 Challengers built for a total of 490 units by the model and 280 per color. So multiply that 490 by the 4 different trim levels, and you have a grand total of just 1,960 of these across the 7 colors and 4 trim levels. The exterior features include a shaker hood standard on all the V8 models, and this will be finished in body color for the first time, as they've always been finished in black before. It's also the first time a shaker hood scoop is featured on a Challenger widebody model. These models get a standard satin black hand-painted hood and black wrapped roof, deck lid, and fuel filler door. The illuminated air catcher headlights are found on this edition as well, and they feature LED 50 logos. All models will get 50th anniversary badging on the grille, spoiler, and fenders, all finished in gold school coloring. And that gold school finish extends to the exclusive wheels, and the sizes for those are standard to what Dodge currently offers for each of the trim levels. And they've also added gunmetal Brembo brakes. The interior has tons of features as well. There's a new startup animation on the cluster that shows a 1970 Challenger, and the gauges are very unique looking as they are white-faced with yellow accents. The black seats feature sepia accent stitching, and the 50 logo that's embroidered in the backs of them. That sepia stitching will also continue throughout the interior as well. Dodge has added some unique Alcantara door bolsters, premium Berber mats, and real carbon fiber bezels. And the final touch is a typical Dodge passenger side badge that shows you which number you have out of 70 for your specific color. Now we go back to the rest of the models, and we start with the first V8 model, the RT, starting at $34,995. This adds the 5.7 liter V8 Hemi and an electronically controlled active exhaust, but otherwise it's similar to the previous models. The 6-speed manual is standard here. If you want the 8-speed automatic, it's an extra $1,595. There are tons of packages here, 12 different ones in total. The shaker package costs $25.95 and adds the shaker hood and intake and some other awesome features inside and out. For almost $4,000, you can turn your Challenger into a TA with different wheels, a satin black roof, decklet, and spoiler, and a black grille and fuel filler door. The performance handling group adds a 230mm rear axle, Brembo brakes, line lock, a 3.09 rear axle ratio, and more for just $15.95. And finally, the carbon and suede interior package gives you real carbon fiber accents and a suede headliner for $15.95 as well. The RT also has a ton of wheel choices, which I'll quickly display on screen. Other than the stock satin carbon wheels, all of them come with the various packages that you have to add on. There's also many extra paid options, like the RT Classic side stripes in 3 different colors, a black hood pin kit, shakedown and shaker graphics, and a TA branded car cover. The next V8 models are going to be the Scat packs, coming with the 6.4 liter V8 Hemi that gives you best-in-class horsepower for under 40k. Other standard features include 4-piston Brembo calipers, line lock, launch control, and SRT performance pages. The base price is $39,995, $250 cheaper than 2019. This time around there are 13 packages, most of them we've already covered, but there are a few which we haven't seen yet. So you can transform your Challenger into a 1320 for $4,000, so that deletes your rear seats, add some drag radial tires and wheels, a limited slip differential, heavy duty spline half shafts, a drag mode, and a lot more. The 1320 Plus package, or the Plus package, will add more premium features like Napa Alcantara seats and premium stitched dash and door panels. The Scat packs get 3 different wheel offerings, a stock granite crystal, and then wider 20x9 inch black forged and painted, or brass monkey. The extra paid options here include a bumblebee stripe, 275mm P0 summer tires, an SRT performance spoiler, and adaptive damping suspension. The first of the 3 wide bodies is going to be for the Scat pack, so this will add $6,000 to the base price, along with some nice features like 6-piston front Brembo calipers, Bilstein adaptive damping suspension with customizable stiffness, the SRT front fascia, larger splitter, wide body fender flares, and wider wheels and tires. But everything else is the same as the regular Scat pack, except for the wheels. As I mentioned, both options are wider 20x11 inch rims. The next jump up is to the Hellcats, of which there are 4 different versions. The first is the basic Hellcat for $66.95. So these come with the supercharged 6.2 liter Hemi SRT V8 engine with 717 horsepower and 656 pound-feet of torque. Also, while the transmissions are the same as the other V8s, the automatic will run you double the price at $3,000. The Hellcats also get the functional dual snorkel hood with cold air intake, line lock, launch control, and after-run chiller, and they have a top speed of 199 miles per hour. For 2020, the price went down by $250. I'll also loop the wide body in here, since it's basically the same as the regular Hellcat, but gives you that nicer look with the fender flares, and adds some other features again for $6,000 extra. A few notable Hellcat packages would be the Laguna Leather for $17.95. That of course adds the Laguna Leather seats with the Hellcat logo, and there's also the Alcantara Appearance package for the same price that will add some Alcantara seats and a steering wheel with the Hellcat logo as well. As for the wheels, the Hellcat offers 20x9" black 5-spoke wheels standard, or for $1,095, you can get the same wheels finished in matte vapor or machined with granite pockets. The widebody versions will have 3 20x11" options that you can find on screen. As for the additional options, the Hellcat has so many that it's hard to keep track. There are 5 different dual racing stripe choices: blue, carbon, gunmetal, silver, and red, and gunmetal is brand new for this year. You can also choose to get your hood, roof, or both painted in satin black. Beneath the wheels there are 3 color choices for the Brembo calipers: black, gunmetal, or orange, and inside you can get demonic red seats or red seat belts. Each of them will cost you $395. Now we move up to the most powerful Hellcat variation, the Redeye and Redeye Widebody. These get what Dodge calls their high output version of the 6.2 liter supercharged Hemi, and that output gets bumped up to 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque, so that's one of the main appeals of the Redeye over the regular Hellcat. The manual option is not available here, just the 8-speed automatic. The Redeye can also boast that it is the most powerful production supercharged engine, and it also has the largest supercar of any production car. The top speed is a whopping 203 miles per hour. The only options here that are different from the regular Hellcats would be a 3.09 rear axle ratio for $1,095 and the hood pin kit for $425, but otherwise there's nothing new to talk about. So that's all the 13 models. Now let's look at the colors. Last year there were 14 colors, but this year there's down to 13. Dodge removed 5 of them: Maximum Steel, Destroyer Gray, B5 Blue, Plum Crazy, and Sublime. Dodge also added 4 colors: Hellraisin, Frostbite, Cinnamon Stick, and Gold Rush. The Gold Rush is only available on the 50th anniversary editions, so that will leave you with the colors that you see on screen. So that's the end of this video. You can see the various changes now on screen from 2019 to 2020. There were a few, but there's nothing major other than the 50th anniversary editions. Hopefully you enjoyed checking out all that the 2020 Dodge Challenger has to offer, and make sure to stay tuned for more buying guides across the Dodge and Chrysler lineup. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.